All right. You gotta go?
Mm-hmm.
What? Do I usually go on one then?
I don't know.
That was weird. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Barnyard Boys podcast. This is episode 11, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not great. We're coming up to our birthday episode here in about a month or so?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You think we'll get 15 in?
I'm not sure.
Probably not. Yeah. No, I hardly. But, anyhow, this is episode 11 and, also Conspiracy Theory Quick Hitters Layer 4, I believe, correct? So, here we are, digging into that again. And Darren, before we get started there, I think he has a bi-weekly joke.
Why?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did the computer get cold?
Okay. I shouldn't have thought that through too long. It was frozen? Oh, really? Okay. Okay, yeah.
It left its windows open.
Ah, that's good. That's good. I just thought it was going to be because it froze or something like that. Makes sense. I will give that joke because it threw me for a loop, which is kind of cool. I am going to give it a 6, 5.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 5.
Yep, great. Okay, we did get some emails, 2 emails to be exact, and so that is our next segment, is email time. Also, if you would like to send us an email, you can send us an email or emails at barnyardboys@duck.com. So, send us your emails and your thoughts and prayers and everything else. Yeah, we'll read them, most likely. So, the first email is no names attached. It says, react to the worst video games of all time. So the question is that Darren and I were both talking about is this like reacting to like the trailers or something? We still need to get like a video game sort of set up in here.
Yeah.
There is talk of that because, you know,
besides just our phones.
Right. Because, you know, what do we do after a podcast? You know, we gotta have something to do. So
yeah. It's not like we just go straight into post-production.
No. It's gotta get sent to Carol, and then we'll get Carol to do it. And so it's not actually it doesn't even get done in-house. Which is kind of a shame because we've got, you know, a cool place to do it in, but it doesn't happen. So, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say, so we don't actually have the opportunity really to play these games and react to them that way.
Yeah.
Particularly. Unless they're like mobile games or something like that. But, yeah. So, maybe we just need to do like video games that should be banned or something like that. I don't know. Probably won't happen this episode though because first off, we didn't prepare for it. Second is we've got this other thing that we're doing right now. So, yeah, that's that email. Thank you, person, for sending it in. Our next email talks about the moon. That's the subject line. Thanks for the extra effort you guys put into researching each of the conspiracy theories in Season 3, Episode 10, which was the last episode, by the way. The episode definitely flowed well, and it was an enjoyable listen. A point to consider about the moon. The changing of the tides and the seasons is directly related to the different phases of the moon. In my mind, that pretty much debunks any conspiracies concerning the moon as we know it. Know it in quotation marks. Thanks and cheers. Chief Jim Bob. So, thank you, Chief Jim Bob, for that. I do agree with you. By the way, I don't know why we do this on nights that the moon is so nice.
Yeah.
Did you see the moon this evening? Oh, so nice. So, yeah. Anyhow.
It's like almost as bright as like a cloudy winter day out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what? What did you say?
It's almost as bright as a cloudy winter day.
Oh! Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. I didn't process that fully before I said yeah. Yeah. Okay, back to this moon thing. I don't even remember what. That's not good, but I don't even remember what we talked about on the moon.
It was that it isn't real.
Oh, okay, yeah. And we were like, it's definitely there. Like we know. Yeah. I agree. Like what Chief Jim Bob said here. Like it seems like. Okay, and I should maybe I was thinking about this in the shower just before I came out here. It's like I always forget kind of what I rate some of these things at.
Yeah.
But I tend to a lot of these things I probably tend to rate higher than what I actually think myself. In the sense of like I enjoy discussing these sorts of things and theorizing about them, but most of the time my thoughts end up coming back to, well, but for instance, the moon, it's probably real. Like, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that there's something up there, but I couldn't particularly tell you if it's made of cheese or not, just because I don't, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where, I mean, again, I don't. Once you get into the science of things being made, like its mass and stuff like that, well, yeah, that kind of debunks some stuff. But yeah, anyhow. So thank you for those emails. Anything you want to add to that, Darren?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Don't forget, we do appreciate the emails. So send them our way at barnerdboys@duck.com.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, layer
numero 40.
Yeah. Of conspiracy theories. How this works, if you haven't been here before, is we do a quick hitters on these conspiracy theories. Now, we don't always fully understand them. So, we just kind of, read something and discuss it. And then we rate it. Mm-hmm. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, first up is Psychedelic Astronauts. The whatever you want to call it, article, I guess, mini article.
Oh, sure.
Whatever
what you're reading, you're saying.
Yeah. It says, this is part of the NASA saga, but I had to place it in this iceberg. The real reason why we have not returned to outer space for so long is because NASA discovered that aliens have already visited us, just not in the third dimension. Astronauts are placed in comfortable seats and fed psychoactive drugs in order to explore higher dimensions. This theory is here because it relates heavily to the Clockwork Elves.
Wow, okay, so I kind of got lost about midway through. Are they saying that the aliens are feeding the astronauts, or they are feeding the astronauts, and that's the other dimension?
Yeah, NASA is
right. So not particularly going to the moon.
No.
I see. I mean, mushrooms. Psychedelic mushrooms. I think that that's a thing, right?
Yes.
And people do see stuff. So I mean, maybe, but okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Are they saying rather than going to the moon, or that they have these quote unquote astronauts that they do psychedelic things on?
Yes.
That's
okay. That to go in the dimensions that the aliens are
sure.
Here,
okay.
Or whatever.
I see. Okay.
if the aliens visited Earth in the fifth dimension, it would take them to the fifth dimension or whatever.
So not particularly the same astronauts like Buzz Aldrin and Armstrong. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, possibly. I wouldn't have thought it through that way. But I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think.
I'll give it a 5.
Okay. You don't think they do that?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a bit.
I don't either.
Debatable.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, in one sense, I don't think it would surprise me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
Next up is the Battle of Los Angeles. Shortly after the U.S. joined World War II, alarms were raised in the city of Los Angeles on the night of the 24th of January 1942. Reports were that an aerial assault was taking place over the city. For some time, soldiers scanned the skies, waiting and searching for the threat until the order to fire was suddenly given. Soldiers shot at the skies, confused until the panic dissipated. The next day, no signs of what was being fired at could be found.
I mean, the thought is that they just shot at nothing, or that
UFOs,
maybe. Yeah, I mean, again, I kind of land in the same category as well, I don't know. I was going to say in the same category as UFOs. You know, they might have seen something and thought, oh, this is, you know, a big deal. And it maybe was. But yeah, I don't know much about it. I never knew there was a battle in Los Angeles.
Me neither.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna set this one out, I guess, in the sense of I'll give it a 0 or a 1 or whatever, just because I have no idea. It probably happened.
Yeah,
but I don't know enough about it to theorize on what actually took place.
I'll give it a 5.
5, fair enough. Yeah, it could have. Well, yeah, never mind. Bass. Okay.
From China or something?
Yeah. Oh.
Incan Airplanes. Many Incan artifacts strongly resemble airplanes and built to scale can actually fly without any modification of their design.
I think this could very well be true. I don't know why. Yeah. I do think that, you know, I mean, as I don't want to discredit the Wright brothers at all, because I think they were, you know, intelligent and smart and stuff, whatever. But I think there could have been civilizations.
Yeah.
Outside of that because, dude, these guys, some of these ancient civilizations were like really smart.
Yeah.
And then, you know, other tribes just come in, take them out, and might not have understood the airplanes, like what they were used for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, didn't know they could fly. I don't know. I don't know much about the Incans, but I think that's very probable. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. That they could. That
yeah. I'll also give it an 8.
Yeah.
Because like we always think as of like, oh, you know, they were totally like they weren't smart. They just right. But like no.
Yeah. Well, like, have you heard about that? This is going in a different direction, but have you heard about that ship guy, the harbor that they used mirrors on? That like they would. There was I don't know what civilization it was. Don't know a whole lot about it, but they, in order to defend their harbor, they had like giant convex or concave mirrors, or one or the other, whatever magnifies. I'm not sure which one it is. Essentially, they would reflect the sun onto these ship sails, and then they would set them on fire way out before they get in. Mm-hmm. Genius.
I almost think I heard of it before.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, kind of cool.
Buzz Aldrin. the second man to step on the moon. He believes in a lot of interesting conspiracy theories, even involving the moon itself. And that's all it says.
Interesting. Is he still alive?
Maybe.
He might be. For some reason, I thought like a lot of the guys that landed on the moon died fairly young, and that's part of the conspiracy theories behind it. Is that someone was taking them out?
Yeah. I remember,
but I thought there was still one that's alive, and maybe it's him.
Yeah, because I remember one. I can't remember if it was Neil or Buzz, but like that he was getting it. It was back like maybe 2018 or something. 2019, 2022. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. That era is just a whole like squeezed together time.
Yep. A little blip in the
yeah. It was one of those two, and like I think some little kid asked him like how the moon was like, and he said we've never been to the moon and never will be.
Interesting.
And it was weird.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't even know if he's alive or not. So that shows how much.
Fact check it for us, Carol. Yes, please. Right now.
Yep. Put it on screen. Or voice it over or something.
Thank you.
Yeah. I should have been quiet. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know what all his thoughts are and stuff. But, obviously if he was, supposed to be on the moon, really he's, in a sense, the guy you should kind of be like, he should know what he's talking about. Especially if they were, like, I'm not going here necessarily, but especially if they were told, this is just for argument's sake, but if they were told to lie about what they saw or whatever, for him to come forward and be like, that's not, I don't know, but you would think that would be a legit thing. But he could also be like, I'm old, I can just start confusing people too.
Yeah.
Just for fun. I don't know. That could be cool too. I'm gonna give it I'll give it a 6. I don't know what all he talks about, but I think he could know some stuff.
I'll give it a 5.5.
Okay. Also, is Buzz, I'm assuming Toy Story came after the moon landing?
Yeah.
Right? Is that why he's named Buzz Lightyear?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Don't know.
Finland isn't real. And there's a whole subreddit about why it isn't. And I forgot to look for it or something. I think basically it was people supposedly living there. They're actually just living in like Greenland or Iceland or something, and they're just brainwashed into believing that they're in Finland or that Finland exists.
I mean, I've never been to Finland.
Me neither.
Right. I don't know that I can't recall ever seeing pictures of Finland. Not saying that I'm sure I have. Also, what's their flag look like? Is that like the blue one with like little stripes in it?
Maybe.
I think so. I don't know why that's what. Yeah. Also, where is Finland? Is that up with like Denmark and Sweden? Like the little thingies that show up?
I think so.
Okay.
Get the map again,
yes, Carol, please.
And the flag. Just go flag, map.
Yes. Insert those here. Thank you. Clearly by the map, it shows that Finland does exist, right?
Yeah.
I guess, is the thought that that's just water there? Or is it part of Germany? Or... I don't know. I think it's real. I've never been. I can't prove it, but I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. Now, whether Finland people are brainwashed, I don't
I'll give it a 2.
Yeah. If we have any Finland listeners, email in and we can maybe call you and have a talk about it. Thank you.
Would it would technically be Finnish, right?
What did I say?
Finland? You just said Finland.
If there's any, yeah,
I think it's Finnish.
Finnish version, or if you've been to Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Fire is alive. The biological qualifiers for life apply more to fire than to viruses.
Oh, wow. I mean, it clearly moves.
But it technically breathes because it needs oxygen to stay alive.
Yep. I mean, we're just talking about it being alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It eats.
Yeah.
Consumes. It can drown.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
I forget what all the qualifiers are for something to be alive, but it's something along the lines of needing oxygen and being able to eat and something else.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think it was 3 things.
Interesting. I mean, yes, I guess in a sense, yes, it is alive. I think but I don't either think it has like a
mind.
I mean, right, or like, yeah, it clearly doesn't. I don't think. So I don't know. I mean, I don't personally. I don't think it has a mind or a soul or anything like that. So, but whether it's a living thing, I mean, for argument's sake, I'd say yes, you could call it living, but I don't really think it is alive either. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give it a 4, 3. Yeah, let's go 3.
I'll give it a 5.
Okay.
Next up is Codex Gigas. This is the largest medieval manuscript in the world, and it was allegedly written by a priest in a single day after communing with the devil. The handwriting throughout the book does not have any signs of fatigue or alteration of style, and the book contains inherently satanic content.
Wow.
I heard of this before, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what did you hear? Like, did you have more to add to that? Or
no.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
I mean, it could be possible if he was possessed.
Well,
like the spirit or whatever just could have.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Or demon, I guess you should say.
Right. If that is a real thing, right? Like I think that does, clearly, it's a powerful thing. However, I think it very well could be. I don't know the guy or anything, obviously not, but like, I don't know much about it, but there's, I mean, we can go here, but there's, 2 powers in this world, right? And it's like, there's good and there's evil, and it's like, the evil still has, devil still has power, but clearly, Jesus has abolished that. But I think there's still power there, that you probably don't want to mess with. But anyhow, the theory that it could have happened, I'll give it a 8.5 in that regard.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, come.
The Eye of Africa, a location in modern day Mauritania. The Eye of Africa contains the Riket structure, a 25-mile set of rings that some believe to be the actual location of Atlantis or some other ancient civilization, with evidence linked to Socrates' texts.
Interesting.
I did see it the other day. It was on one of Joe Rogan's episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like it was the satellite view on Google Maps or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It looks like there was something there, and it just got like completely washed out.
Like with water?
Yeah. Like it looks like a whole bunch of water came through and just washed it all away.
Do you know where is this place that you were in Africa? What, the country or whatever it is?
It's Mauritania.
Okay, you don't know where that is though. Like,
no, I could go back and see, and we can. I mean, we could get Carol to try to
nothing map, and then do like a picture of the circle of the rings,
or go on to Google Maps and like screen record it or whatever, so people can find it themselves. Yes,
do like a. Well, no, that's giving Carol a lot of work. Never mind. Carol, if you're any good, do like a zoomed in video, like from outside of outer space, right? Zooming in onto Earth, and then Africa, and then on into the rings. We'll see. We'll test her editing skills.
Yeah.
So you were saying about the rings it looked washed out or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Would that be, and it's like rings?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, would that be a good, like, defense tactic or, defensive tactic where you have, like, a bunch of walls around your city? Is that, and am I picturing this right? Where it could be like walls or something, and then like you have a city, and then like, you know, the enemy powers down one wall. Oh, come on, another wall. It's like a gift box, a bunch of boxes.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen that one Lord of the Rings battle scene or whatever of the city. I don't know. It has a whole bunch of walls, and it's like.
Interesting.
Oh, too bad they breached the first wall and just go back to the second.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, with each ring getting smaller, it'll be easier to defend every entrance or whatever.
You'll be more condensed in.
Yeah.
Within. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, yeah. I don't know what the conspiracy behind it is. Particularly, other than maybe it's Atlantis or something like that. Yeah, I mean, definitely probably an ancient civilization of some sort. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, we'll throw in a 6.
I'll give it an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Human brain source code. Either there is a source code for a human brain, or it is still being programmed, or it will exist someday. Yeah.
You're saying, is this, maybe you don't know, but is this for a computer? Like where there's source code that's like supposed to, on a computer that you can digitally, like that way? Or,
yeah, I mean.
Or that the brain contains source code. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm guessing it would be more like, the brain contains the source code, and if we find it or whatever, then
we could put it on a computer and digitize it.
Yeah.
That way?
Then actually see how it works.
Yeah. I mean, probably not in like a
or just
Python.
Make our own, or we'd then be able to like make lab-grown brains.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I don't know. Like, again, I don't think, like I was just saying, I don't think it's like in JavaScript or something like that. You know, but
assembly language.
Yeah. I always thought that was part of our DNA. Does our DNA not contain maybe source code for our brain?
It could, actually.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, whether I would debate that it doesn't really. I don't really think they'll be able to contain it and use it in a computer. I don't really think that's going to happen, because again, we're created in the image of God, and I don't know. I kind of doubt that.
Yeah.
That could happen. Maybe not impossible, but I doubt it. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10.
I'll give it a 3. Tachyon Particles. Tachyon particles exist, which prove that the string theory is correct, and therefore we live in a 26-dimension reality, with one of them being time, and allowing God to be on any of the other dimensions. I forgot to look into the string theory too.
Yeah, what I've heard of it before, but I don't remember what it is.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, this one kind of goes above my head. It's higher than my pay grade. For this podcast. Yeah, I don't know. Hardly makes sense. I might like kind of step this one out and just be like a 0 or a 1, whatever. Just because I don't know, or a 5, I guess. Is that what we've kind of decided? It's more of a
5. It's mid ground.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5 too.
Okay.
Continents beyond the ice wall. An extension of the flat Earth theory. Beyond the ice wall are other continents with other civilizations, peoples, and creatures.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my thought. I forget what I gave flat Earth, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't really think the Earth is flat. However, if the Earth is flat, then it goes.
Yeah.
If the Earth is flat, then this theory goes up in thing. Because the thought is that Antarctica is the ice wall.
Right?
Yeah. Also, weird. The one thing that throws me off on that whole thing is, it is weird that you can't just go to Antarctica. Like,
exactly. You can't go beyond, what is it, negative 60 degrees?
Something like that. It's just kind of weird. Like, I'll say that. Again, like, I understand the side of things of, well, they want to keep it non-contaminated or whatever. I don't know. Still a little strange.
Yet they have, like, I think they have a couple military bases down there and, like, a research facility and, like...
Well, right, but I've heard that there you have to be incredibly careful with how, like, they ship off all human waste and stuff, and it's, like, just kind of weird. I don't know. So, all that to say, if that's a thing, and that I'm going to base my thing off of that, does that make sense? Where I'm going to say, again, if the Earth is flat or whatever, then I will give this theory a 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. I have seen, like, a map that someone made. It wasn't, like, accurate or anything, I don't think, of, like, what stuff could look like. And it was, like, it was huge.
Yeah.
Like, Earth or whatever was just this tiny little, enclosed ice wall thingy. And, like, there was tons more stuff.
Right. And that's kind of where I'm at it with it is, so if that's the case, there could be so much out there.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it could be endless. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Which could also be where we get the multiverse theory.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I'll give it a 7.5.
Now, are you not basing that off of if the Earth is flat? No, never mind. You are.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, yeah. Yes. Yeah. I guess my thing is my obstacle to get to 8.5 is we first have to cross that flat Earth thing. So.
Oh, there was also another thing that kind of, I forget what it was, but basically someone was tracking this military ship or something, and it was like heading for Antarctica, and you could still, like, it was still beaconing out or whatever, however ship radar works, and it looked like it was basically just in the middle of Antarctica, and it just stayed there for, like,
it wasn't moving at that point, you're saying?
That's what it looked like. I think because it was kind of in the middle of Antarctica.
Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah.
And then after a while,
coming back.
Yeah.
So it's like it went past the...
It went past the ice wall to somewhere else and came back.
Yep.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Civilizations before humans. If other species had civilizations before us, would we ever be able to tell?
Interesting. Again, I don't think so because, of the creation story or whatever. However, the thought if that were the case, right? Could we tell? Well, what would be the civilization of?
Birds, dogs, horses,
sure.
Cows.
I mean, again, I kind of just throw this theory out the door. Because there again, you have the argument of then, well, like cows are not intelligent, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm sure there's herds of them, right? Obviously. But like, it's like, I don't think they're necessarily going to be building cities and going to war against each other. Like,
yeah.
I don't really. So, because of all that thing, I'm going to give it a 1.
Yeah, I'll give it also a 1. Webcambart. Apparently, Bart Simpson is a real character who influenced Matt Groening's, I don't know however you say that last name, decisions for The Simpsons, including the art style. And yes, Bart Simpson is 2D.
Interesting.
So he's just like a 2D real life person.
Okay, like Flat Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you heard about Flat Stanley?
I just don't.
It's a book.
I've heard it before. I just can't remember what it is.
It's a book. Weird. Now, I think did we talk about The Simpsons before? Little Fishes.
Yes.
Whether Bart Simpson is real, I don't think he is. And for sure not if he's 2D.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm like, no. So yeah, I'll give it a 2.
1.5.
Yeah.
The internet was discovered. The internet always existed and was discovered, not invented.
I mean, in a sense, that's true. Like the theory behind the internet, right? I mean, it's the theory behind it definitely just discovered, and I think it could be a good argument of it just being discovered rather than being invented.
Yeah, like only discovering a way of accessing it.
Right, because it's not even really. It's not a place. It's not particularly. I think you kind of argue the same for like electricity. Was electricity discovered? Or now it's a little different because electricity is, an energy.
Yeah.
Yes, the internet is not, but the internet is literally just computers connected to each other. And so I could go along with it being discovered.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 9.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, if the argument is literally just it being discovered versus invented, I think definitions are important, and wouldn't know what it is exactly, but
yeah, I think it was like along the lines of like it was around back in the Bible times.
Oh, and sure. Like, where they would have used it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah.
Either that or just like it was around and they didn't know about it.
Okay.
Didn't know how to access it.
Yeah. If that's the case, then obviously it drops. Because I don't think. But again, the theory it could be correct in like.
Because for all we know,
messengers and stuff like that running back and forth. Similar concept.
Yeah, because for all we know, it could just be like waves of some type.
Right. Well, it's not even waves particularly.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'll stick with my 9, just because that's what I said originally.
Yeah.
So.
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
Living water. Water is alive, has consciousness, and we can prove it through science.
Okay. I think there's stuff in water that's living.
Yeah. I recently heard that it was like scientifically proven that it does have memory.
Water?
Yeah.
Well, like
technically. Like
you're saying like what kind of memory? Like, are you saying like memory, just like metals have memory of like you can bend them and then they stay there?
No,
or
it's
like,
more of how was it? I don't know. It's something to do with events that happened to it.
No, really?
Like it was in a lab, and I forget what they were doing to it, but they kept on doing it over and over, and like freezing it and thawing it out or something. And eventually, I think was it the molecules in the water eventually like just, I don't know.
Started asking why they're being. Why do you keep freezing us?
I don't know. It was something with like the molecules stored the shape of something.
Interesting. I mean, maybe I don't know a whole lot of things on the what do you call that?
Molecules?
Molecular level.
Yeah.
Molecular.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wow, I can't talk. That word. On that level, I don't understand things so much, but I feel like from my understanding of it, limited understanding, I would say that could be possible, right? I think it makes sense, especially if it continues to happen, then it. So I don't really think it's alive, like you talked about the fire. But yeah, I'll give it a 3. I know where their living water does exist, though. So just saying, we have a bug in the studio. A bug has entered the chat.
The FBI bug.
Oh,
that's really sus.
Yeah, they didn't like us talking about that water. Do we get rid of him?
I don't know.
We will. I've made an executive decision to leave the bug in the podcast for that.
Did I rate it?
No,
I don't think so. 5.
Okay.
Project Bluebeam. A conspiracy theory by Sergei Monast that is also part of the NASA saga and potentially Illuminati. It is similar to Time Cube. NASA and the United Nations are working together to create a New Age religion around the Antichrist and form a new world order through a simulated second coming of Jesus.
I mean, maybe.
Holograms exist.
Right.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
Is that what it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've.
Yeah. Have you seen that one with the whale? The hologram?
The one where, like in the basketball?
Yes. That's insane.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'll throw this out there. I don't know, maybe who's behind it, right? So aside from who's behind it, just that, that's sort of thing might be happening. I'll give it a 6, 7, 6.5.
I'll give it an 8.5. North Korea equals Utopia. North Korea is a utopia, and we're actually the bad guys. Which is like super interesting.
Yeah. It's very backwards than what, you think of.
Well, of course. That's
Right. I was just saying.
Yeah.
Again, I've never been to North Korea. So
it's really hard for just your average person.
Right. I'm just so I tend to think probably not, but that could be warped just because of what my thinking has been. So I'm going to stick fairly low on this. Again, if we have any North Koreans here, let us know. Quietly. If you're listening to this, congratulations. I don't know why you're listening to this, but I'm going to give it let's go a 3. I'll give it a 3.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah.
Pharoah Akhenaton. This Egyptian pharaoh destroyed literally all of Egyptian religion and forced everyone to only worship one god. He then moved the entire capital and everyone in it to a random part of the desert and forced them to build a new capital. He also looks like an alien.
Interesting. I mean, so did he move it to where it is now?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Egyptians really. So I was listening to the podcast today, and this guy was talking some about history and how, like, a lot of civilizations really, their history is really warped sometimes, even from what they say it was, because they had their own narrative behind things. That makes sense. Kind of interesting. Anyhow, all that to say, I don't know much about Egyptian history. Sounds cool.
The bug has moved.
Coming buzzing around here pretty close. They needed to be able to hear us better because they were behind. It was behind us before, and now it's in front of us. So, I think. I forget where I was going with that, but essentially I think there's, it's possible that there was a pharaoh that did that.
Yeah.
And even if, I don't know much about Egyptian history, so, I'll give it a 5.
I mean, I just thought of something. Like when the Israelites escaped,
Yeah.
Supposedly, basically all the males or whoever was in the army got killed in the Red Sea.
Yeah.
So, it could have just been like, hey, let's relocate.
Right. They might have been embarrassed by that, clearly. Yeah. And so it's like, well, the new pharaoh is just like, hey, you know what, we're going to do this and kind of,
we're gonna start worshiping the true God, so we don't don't get. I don't know.
Right, exactly. I could go along with that. Where it's like, again, I'm not. My limited understanding of Egyptian history. Is like, that would make sense. I think. I think I would do that.
Yeah.
So.
But I'll also give it a 5.
Yeah.
Tesseract Earth. Earth is a hypercube, and Clockwork Elves might be in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a hypercube is.
I don't either. Is it an actual cube, like cube shaped? Is that what they're kind of?
Maybe.
Probably not. I don't know.
That's why Minecraft exists.
Makes sense. I'll go with the elves part. Running the Earth. I don't think there's elves running the Earth.
But I think Clockwork Elves is a specific.
I forgot about the Clockwork part. Specific type of elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it is the next one, so.
I see that. Hold on. Mic keeps dropping. Quick mic adjustment. There you go.
Mine does too.
Yeah. I don't know much about Clockwork Elves. Maybe we should hit the Clockwork Elves first and then
and like combine the two.
Yeah, let's do that and then we'll combine the two.
Okay. The Clockwork Elves are higher dimensional beings who inhabit spaces we can only see while using psychedelic drugs. If you witness them, it is a test of will that will either lead to suicide or changing your life for the better. They are inherently evil.
I mean, that could sound like things, right?
Yeah.
I throw this in that category of, we talked a little bit about the psychedelic stuff too, but like a little bit in the category of, maybe demons. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I guess I come to the thing of, I think obviously demons exist, and they talks about Satan roaming the earth in Job, doesn't it? So like, I don't know. I'd throw it kind of in that category. And if that's the case, then I'll give it I mean, in the sense, I know that exists, but I'll throw it in the 8.5, 9 category. Let's go 9. With that being the case,
yeah. It just keeps getting closer. I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
And the last one is the others in Genesis. The other people besides Adam, Eve, and their descendants in the Old Testament. God created man specifically, but only a limited number of children were named, and intermarriage is never mentioned. But Cain is cursed by God to live with shame in front of others who would otherwise not yet exist.
I've always wondered about that.
Me too.
Like, okay. Do I think there was intermarriage between, like, do I think there could have been other children that weren't mentioned? That's kind of where I go to.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think clear right after Cain kills Abel, he specifically mentions about others.
Yeah.
Wanting now. That could have been referencing his parents, right? Mm-hmm. Or I don't know how old. Like I'm not a Bible historian, so I don't know how old they were at that time.
Yeah.
Right? But it seemed like they had. Well, I don't know. At the same time, I did think, God. Do you think God could? I mean, I know He could have, but do you think He would have maybe just created extra people for wives?
Maybe.
Or I don't know.
I mean, someone said, like, you could argue that back then, like, everybody's genes were basically pure or whatever.
Oh,
like,
sure.
As mixed,
yep.
So it would have been that big
right.
of a deal to intermarry.
Right. Well, that's the other thing is, obviously God has a way of making that.
Yeah.
I mean, I also don't think Adam and Eve were babies.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously that doesn't, it doesn't, we can't hardly know exactly how that happened. I don't know. I tend to think it was probably, technically their sisters. And even other, like, they could have had other sons that just weren't mentioned. Like,
yeah.
So what are we rating?
There was others
aside from
Adam and Eve's family.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think the Bible mentions anything one way or the other particularly, but I would assume. Yeah. I'll give it a 3.
I'll give it a 5.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know why every time I look at the next layer and just kind of think one or two are just like really funny. Anything else we should add to this podcast?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Other than, yeah. You remember Polybius, the project? What was it? MK Ultra.
Oh yeah,
that video game.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Supposedly, it has never existed.
What?
And I saw like pictures of it out there, but the only pictures of it are of the loading screen, or like the screen where it's like play game, new game, and the credits, or like at the end of the game. There's no actual pictures of the game like while you're playing it.
Oh, that's sketchy.
Yeah.
I mean, especially considering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What if it was shut down before?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was like, yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. We have got one more layer to get through, and I think that one looks fairly short. So, we might throw some other things in next episode too, maybe.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys next episode.
We got to get rid of this FBI bug.
Yeah, I keep looking at it. What kind of bug even is it? Have you seen that kind of bug before?
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure what you call it.
It's a strange looking bug.
We'll take a picture of it and
Carol, throw it in.
We'll
throw it in.
Maybe like the name of it too.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Rob. Not that name. Okay. We'll see you guys next episode.
Goodbye.
See ya.